Good evening, Team Eagles, and welcome. It is Monday evening, 6:30 here in Colorado. I have to say, it's been a beautiful day. The sun's been shining, even though we've still got a lot of snow on the ground. But we're very happy to see all of you. I know you're calling in from different parts of the US, from the west, from the east. I don't know if we have anybody here from the north, but from the south, definitely. But as you know, we are Presidential Marketing Directors, Mick and Jenny Daly. We are in your support line here. Our role is to help you in every which way we can to build your business to the point that you choose. So we're very, very happy to do that. We're also very happy to run a contest every month, and the top 3 at the end of the month will be in the money. Well, it's pretty early in the month so far, but Mick, if you'd like to take a quick look.
No, it's way too early in the month. Sorry.
Oh, you're not even going to show where we are?
No.
I was hoping I'd be on it because I sponsored a new partner today and she's already got 1,360 points. How about that? Wow, indeed. So I get a few points on the leaderboard this month. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to hand it over to National Marketing Director Melinda Crenwelge. Melinda, unmute yourself.
All right, and I am going to hand it right back over to your hubby because he is going to cover for Denise, had to be off tonight. So the research tip is going to be presented by Mr. Mick.
Thank you. And Jenny, would you like to slip out to the kitchen and ask them to be quiet down there?
I did tell them that the noise carries, but I guess...
we have family here
I'll
for
go
dinner.
and remind them again. We'll do.
Making a lot of noise. Okay, so I cannot step into Denise Feigen's shoes because she is a former medical researcher and I am not. But Denise was going to talk about this of one of 48 clinical study publications. Yes, 48 publications have documented the results of Juice Plus in clinical trials. This one was very unusual. A 6-month study, much longer than most, of both lean and overweight boys, young, 6 to 10 years of age. They all consumed 1 fruit and 1 veggie capsule. They were given instruction on how to eat healthy, get some exercise. And the bottom line for this study is 2 things. One, that it improved insulin resistance because obesity is a strong predictor of diabetes, and insulin resistance is a clear marker for that risk. And most fundamental of all, in this study, it reduced the abdominal fat mass in the overweight boys. Having shown you that, I want to show you where you can find more information on this study. If you go to teamjp.net, our team website, and if you see down here, there are 4 different sections of videos. If you click on product videos, and if you scroll down to this one over here with the nice blue picture, Charité University Medical Center, if you click on that link, Clinical JP Research, up comes...
It's a shame so many women struggle to lose weight. When this special coffee loophole helped me drop from 184 to 100.
We don't need that, but what we do need is this, and this is the first of 12 different videos, which you see over on the right here. You can scroll down through the videos. These are each of the videos where Dr. Manfred Lamprecht, who is the director of the Juice Plus Research Institute, he explains a number of the different Juice Plus studies. The third one down is his explanation of this study, the impact of Juice Plus and nutrition on obesity. So once again, go back to teamjp.net, our website, click on product videos here, scroll down, and he will explain to you far better than I possibly could how powerful that study is. Melinda?
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We are going to jump right into our deep dive tonight. We are going to talk about list. And so I hope that you have all brought your list, your memory jogger. If you have not, grab a piece of paper because you're going to have one by the time we get done tonight. So you'll need some paper and a writing utensil. So first of all, I'm going to share screen and I'm going to take you right over here. All right, so if we go to Kurt's Facebook group, oh, why does all that come up? All right, so this is Kurt Beaver's Make a Life on the Facebook group, and your homework assignment, if you got it, was to watch the video that he did on Make Your List and check it twice. You can scroll up right here, it's right here. So when you go into Kurt Beaver's Make a Life, it looks like this on Facebook, and you just scroll right down. You can see all the cool stuff that Kurt has coming up. And Matthew McConaughey, always easy on the eyes. And right there, if you've not watched this video, then you can go back and watch it again. But what we're going to talk about tonight is what he's been encouraging us to spend some time in December to make sure that you've got your plan, your work, and then you just work your plan. Because we all know that January 1st is the absolute busiest day for Juice Plus, as everyone is trying to find a New Year's resolution, and they typically have to do with health or wealth. So right now, these next few weeks, it's really important. And that's why we've got all of this information for you so that you can be prepared. You can be ready. So the other place that you will want to know about is right here. And this is the makealife.com/memory jogger. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And this right here will help you. You can go back here and find all of this information. Kurt explains very well why this is so important. And if you try to work with Kurt, he will tell you, you can't even get your first session with him unless you come with your list. And these are all the reasons that he explains why. So it's very important to know exactly who you're going to reach out to and who you're going to be working with. So we're going to jump down here to number 19. And this is our outline for tonight. What we're trying to make sure everybody understands is this monthly rhythm. Kurt does a coaching session for us the first Wednesday every month to start well, and then the third Wednesday each month to finish up strong. This is really important because you want to make sure that you know, and your partners, you know what your partner's goals are for the month so that they can start out knowing and telling you, sharing with you what they want to accomplish this month. And then by the third week, you're checking back with them and you're checking back with your sponsor to make sure that you have gotten everything done. And now you've still got a week to get that finished up. So we're never just looking at the end of the month and, oh, we didn't make it. No, we're knowing what we want to do each month. And then we're getting back to it with the accountability. So we make sure that we can make it happen. We also want you to know that we are all here to support you. The only people that don't succeed on this are the ones that try to do it by themselves. So we are going to talk a lot about utilizing your support team. Those might be sideliners, those might be up above you, but we are all here to help you. And tonight we're going to look at the tools, and hopefully you'll end with a growth mindset and the ability to know how to actually make a life. So let's go back up and look at what does a memory jogger look like. you'll want to have, Kurt says 300. That always blows everybody away when I say that number, but that's what Kurt was told. But you know, maybe your number is 20, maybe your number is 10, maybe your number is 100, but where do you get these names? And so this is a place that you can look to kind of brainstorm. Who do you know? Because most of us just think, oh my gosh, I don't know that many people. But then when you start looking, like how many contacts are in your phone? How many people are in your address book? How many people, if you do Christmas letters, how many people are sending how many people are you sending Christmas letters out to? Your relatives, no, don't go there. But all these other categories will help you start to think about, oh wait, I do know somebody that teaches karate. I do know somebody that's a judge. You know, all the way down, these will help stimulate you. So Brianna has also got some ideas on this, and I'm going to turn it over to her for a minute. She's been reading a cool book that will also give you some more ways to think of some more people to add to your list.
Yeah, so I think that I enjoy reading. So I don't know if y'all enjoy reading. There's tons of good books that I think most of us have probably read GoPro. If you haven't, start there. That's a phenomenal one. It's an easy, quick read. I like books that have a little bit of spice to them. So if you're not a cusser, this may not be for you, but it doesn't use a ton of bad language. But the book is called Get Over Your Damn Self, and it's written by someone who has climbed the ladder in a different network marketing company. But I really appreciate all of her information and her just insight and different things. I think being from a different network marketing company is helpful because a lot of her verbiage it's similar, but it's a little different. So like her putting together the list, that was the chapter I recently read. So when Mom was talking about this, I was like, oh, well, this is perfect. So she obviously has the chicken list, which everyone has heard of, but her recommendation is actually to start there, to get with your sponsor and start with your chicken list. Go ahead and do something hard first because it encourages you to use your direct upline and to use your support system where you may not feel like you need them if you're reaching out to your family list. What she calls the family list is your dirt list, which I had never heard. I thought that was super fun, but it would be people that would buy dirt from you. They would literally just do it to support you. And I'd never heard about it that way. I think that we've always called it family and friends, but I thought that was a really cute way to have someone write down a dirt list. Like that's something that they would remember, and just verbiage on that. And then the other part was going to be her other list would be a top 3 dream teamers, which I think none of us I think we're all familiar with that. But she always says that that is a good place to be, because even if you've heard us say this before, you want to think of them for the team, but you're going to introduce the product as well, right? So even if they don't catch on and join your team right away, they'll probably fall in love with the product. So she breaks it down where each chapter is something different in your journey to get started. So the whole thing is why people fail, why they like the people that actually succeed. Why are you even here? The importance of setting a why. And then that third chapter is making a list and everything. So if this is something that sounds fun to you, it's not a very big book, y'all, either. So that's what I also love about it. But it's something that's easy to read. She's funny. She's just very point blank, which if you know me, if you're an athlete or you like someone that's just black and white, and I'll call it like it is, it's been a really good read because there's just no excuses. Like either do this or you don't want it. There's no black and white. There's no in between. And so it's been really fun to read this book so far. So that was just another little helpful if you're a reader, something really fun to think of.
All right, perfect. Okay, so Brianna, will you answer Kathy in the chat, the author of the book? Okay, perfect. And Paula says you look adorable. I love it. Okay, so I told you I was going to do this, but I want everybody to turn your video on, and you were supposed to bring your list with you. So hold your list up. Let's see everybody's list. Hold it up. Hold it up. Everybody put their list up. There you go. Lynn, Cheryl, Mark, George, look at you. Paula, Lauren. Excellent, excellent. Kathy. Oh, I thought Kathy, I saw Kathy. There you are. Yay. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna mention that most of those are Lone Star Eagles. Yeah, that are showing their list. So, okay, so now we are going to get out your what? Robin. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yay, Robin. Okay, so now get your pencils out because now we're gonna go back to some suggestions from Mr. Beavers. So we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this. I know, I'm putting it where I want it. Oh, that is not where I want it. Hang on. I knew this would happen. I was gonna write these out for you. And now my little notepad thing is not showing up. Okay, well, I guess I won't write them out for you. Dadgum. Wait, hang on. No, it's not there. I know, it's nowhere. Gosh, I even practiced this for y'all. Okay, well, then you'll just have to listen to me. Sorry about that. How do I get it off? I know, I just need to close it. Okay, all right, so we've got 3 questions. I actually had this all so cool. I was gonna write them out on the little whiteboard. Mick, do you know how to get to the whiteboard? I can't get to the whiteboard on your Zoom. It's okay if you don't, because obviously I can't either, but it was on mine.
So the whiteboard does not show in Zoom anymore.
It did 20 minutes ago when I was practicing this.
Yeah,
Okay,
it doesn't for me.
okay, all right. So y'all are just gonna have to write this down. So get your pencil out and I want you to write these questions down. Number 1, what is going well right now? What is going well right now? Oh, Brianna, I love you. Brianna's putting them in the chat because she's so smart like that. And then number 2 is what's not going well right now. And then number 3 is what do you need to do different? Now, those of you that have been using Kurt's growth planners, you'll be familiar with this because you've been doing these every single month. But I'm going to give you a couple minutes. If I had music, I could turn the music on. But I want you to answer those 3 questions on your piece of paper. Just list out, you don't have to write in sentences, you don't have to make it grammatically correct, but just jot down some things that are going really, really well with your business right now. And then put what's not going so well with your business right now. And then what do you need to do different? Now, what Kurt is training us is that we should do that at the beginning of every single month. And I will tell you, if you think about this monthly, it really does help you get in that monthly rhythm. And then when you're doing that first call with your, like when I get on the line with Jenny, I can tell her, okay, here's what I'm thinking it's going really well. Here's what I'm struggling with. And she tells me, helps me discover what I need to do different. So it is really, really a good way to look at this. Okay, now what I want you to do is write those questions down again and think about the year 2023. If you look back over your whole year of 2023, what would you say in your business? How would you answer that question for the year on what really went well this year? Did you make some promotions? Did your check go up? Several of y'all have told me one of the goals was you wanted to get qualified. So do you have a qualified business? You know, did you want to get 25 customers? Did you want to get 5 customers? What were you hoping for your business this year? And what's going well in that regard? We've still got some time for what's not going well. And then what do you need to do different for the year? Now, obviously, that's going to set you up perfect for what do you want 2024 to look like? What are you hoping 2024 is going to look like? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? What are your dreams? Do you want to pay for your product? You know, whatever level your goals are, that's perfect. We just need to know them, and you need to know them. And then the last thing I want you to write down is 3 more words. Write down customers and events, and then a qualified business. I just write PBQ because that's qualified for performance bonus. If you're in a leadership role and you're working on your POB, you can write POBQ. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Just put PBQ. But under customers, what we're wanting you to position yourself really well for right now is a January jumpstart. Corporate is going to launch in January. It's just like the shred, but they're going to call it a January jumpstart. And right now, you can get positioned really well for that. You can reach out to your customers. You can just look at that preferred genealogy report. They just emailed it to us. I think it was December 9th. If you missed it, look back on your inbox and you'll see a preferred customer genealogy report. Has all your customers and your previous customers on there. So you can just go through and build your list. So you can go through that list and think about who isn't on Healthy Starts, but maybe they have kids, who would like to join a Shred 10. If you're not familiar with that, get back with us and we'll help you understand that. But corporate's going to do one for us. And so right now we want to reach out to those people and say, hey, in January, I know everybody's probably going to have something about getting healthy on their list for the new year. I got you. We're ready. Let's get everything ordered. If you need any more shakes, if you need any more capsules, let's get everything in so that January 1, you're ready. You're going to be in our group. You're going to be ready to go. Under events, I want you to know about the training that Kurt is going to do on Wednesday this week. New year, new you. It's at 9:30 that morning. If you're at work or you're not available, don't worry, because you can go in his Facebook group and just scroll up like we did a minute ago and watch it at any point. But he's going to really nail down some specific more details about what we're talking about tonight. And then at 11 o'clock this Thursday, their leadership Zoom will be available, and that will be QSSCs and above. And that is where they're going to unveil for us everything that corporate's got planned. There is going to be a December incentive. So there's going to be some information that's going to be really exciting for you to know about, for us to share with you, so that you can really, really use that for these next few weeks of December. And the next few weeks of December, you're probably going to be out and about. You're probably going to be around a lot of people. Those are the names that you could start with. Just think about, who am I going to see next week? Who am I going to see the week of Christmas? Put those names on your list. If they're already your customers, you can come back to the ideas under customers. If they're not, how might you reach out to them? How might you listen to find out what their goals are going to be for the new year? But that might be the start of your list that we've been talking about. Jenny always says you don't go out to do the business. You do the business while you're out. So just think, and that's what Kurt said too, just think about each day. Who are you going to see? Who do you normally interact with? Those are the people that you can put on that list. Okay, so now let's open it up for a little bit of question and Q&A. What has this generated in your mind? What kind of questions have you answered? Where are we? Everybody's muted, so unmute. A lot of you already had your list, so that was perfect. A lot of you have already been answering these questions. Did any of these questions surprise you when you were answering them? Terry's like, nope, because I've been doing it every month.
I was wondering at first if that is really Mark George.
In the hat? It really is, but he looks so different with the hat on, doesn't
I
he?
know. Yeah.
What was your sign?
I thought he was going incognito.
We didn't see your sign.
Hey, how about them Cowboys? You know, can you see me look like, I don't know where Terry is on y'all screen, but this is like Hollywood Squares. I'm looking down at Terry. Like I'm up
Yeah.
where
Terry's
Well,
over here on mine.
yeah, there. Hi, Terry. So you want you want to hear my answers? A couple of my answers. Here's my answer.
Yeah, you go, Mark.
So who cares about number one? Number two, what's not going well, keeping customers, and then what do you need to do different? And I want to do this. I've always wanted to do this. So we don't have beeps, and I probably could have written the damn book that Brianna's talking, because I am the customer. So what's this? Let me see. Let me practice. Hold on.
No telling what's coming.
Can you hear me? Okay. All right. Here's my answer to number two. If I knew the answer to that, I
would already be doing it. You're muted.
have a number two.
And that's why we love Mark George, because we're always
Yeah.
laughing.
If I knew what I needed to do, I would be doing it.
That's why you do a connection call. You do them. That's why you do that with Brianna and I every single week.
My note, it seemed like it was upside down. My note was, hi, Cheryl. Could you see that?
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. So, Mick, I'm gonna put you on the spot, but on the January jumpstart, have you thought about, is that going to be in our customer group like we've done shreds before, or will that be something separate? Because we don't know yet, but is that going to be a separate group that corporate's going to do?
That's a great question to which we do not have the answer.
Okay.
If I could, I'd repeat exactly what Mark just said. If I knew the
You'd
answer
already, you'd already be telling us. Okay. Well, that's all right.
Done it.
We're going to find that out on Thursday.
Yep.
So there is really some great incentives. You're going to love the incentive that they're going to roll out on Thursday for us. But just know that it's all in place to position us in these next couple weeks. So the main thing you need to hear is don't check out the next 2 weeks and think that you're just going to be able to clock back in on January 1st, because it's not going to happen. You've got to spend. That's what Kurt's trying to tell us. The monthly rhythm that we've set up all year long, first and third week, looking at these 3 questions. These next 2 weeks are critical. You need to be out there on your social media. You need to be talking to these people on your list. And you don't have to be in their face and selling people at a Christmas party. You need to be listening to what these people are telling you. Because I'm telling you what, you cannot get into a conversation and not know what somebody is struggling with if you are paying attention. And that way, then you can come back and be ready to share a solution that might be of interest to them.
I have to jump in and say Christmas 1994, we're a Christmas party. We met a young man. He said, what do you do? I told him about Juice Plus. He said, is that network marketing? I said, yes. Why do you ask? He ended up joining our business, and he did so much volume in the next 6 months that he almost, not single-handedly, but he did so much that Jenny and I both crossed the stage the following July as national marketing directors. True story.
Yeah.
Am I saying that's going to happen to you? Not necessarily. Could it? Absolutely it could. And so what Melinda's saying, what Kurt's saying is exactly right. Don't go out intending to sell Juice Plus Go out with all your antenna up, go out listening closely, listening for people talking about health, about nutrition, about struggles, about challenges. Have a listening ear, be sympathetic, be empathetic, and as soon as you can afterwards, write the name and the contact information on your memory jogger with a plan to contact them tomorrow, the next day. Don't leave it more than 72 hours, but get back to them and say, I couldn't help but hear what you were saying, and can we talk about this? I don't care what you say, but follow up with those people and you'll feel good in the conversation that you know you're not trying to sell Juice Plus. You're not going to try and sell a partnership. You have a solution for them if the door is open. And by delaying a few hours, by delaying a day or two, going back to them, you will come with a sense of authenticity, of empathy. You'll feel good following up with them. That's all I'm saying.
Amen. The best gift you can give this season is to really listen. People are just starving to be heard and to be listened to. So if you really try to work hard these next couple weeks listening, and then putting these notes down and then coming back to them, and just like what Mick said, I mean, people love it. People love that they've been heard, and that you're really paying attention to them. So with that, I'm going to tell you that the next Monday is December. Yes, absolutely, Lauren. I love that. Our presence is the best present. Yes, that's a good one too. Y'all are doing the chat really great tonight. Okay, so Monday night we have an amazing Stories of Hope. Brianna and Mark George are putting that together for us this time, and they've already got some great stories. So we'll get an invitation out to you as quickly as possible, and you can get the word out. Let's fill the screen, share our world with all of these stories of hope. People are so desperate that y'all don't understand. Like, we're just in this little happy bubble, but the rest of the whole world is not, and they're upset, they're nervous, they're anxious, they're all the things. And so this is an opportunity just to say, hey, let me let you have a little window into our world. You're going to love it. So invite everybody that you can think of next Monday night. And then the next 2 weeks, we will not be Zooming with you because it's going to be Christmas and January 1st. So we'll be off those 2 weeks, and you'll just be taking orders and following up and talking to all the people. And then we'll get back to you that second week of January. All right. So I think that's good for the recording, Mick.